2 American soldiers killed in Jordan, 1 missing. Iran fired the missiles. America hit back. 8th consecutive night of strikes. And Iran's supreme leader says the signature of the US president is utterly worthless. Iran's deputy foreign minister says Tehran has suspended the MoU entirely. The ceasefire is not just broken, it has been formally buried by both sides. The conflict between the United States and Iran has entered a dangerous new phase, with both sides intensifying military operations and raising fears of a return to full-scale war across the Middle East. According to US Central Command, the United States carried out its 8th consecutive night of strikes against Iran.
The strikes are designed to further degrade Iran's ability to threaten commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz and swiftly punish Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps forces who launched attacks against American service members in Jordan last night.
The operation, launched at the direction of US President Donald Trump, targeted Iranian coastal military infrastructure linked to threats against shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. CENTCOM also confirmed that 2 US service members were killed in Jordan on July 18th during an Iranian ballistic missile and drone attack, while 1 soldier remains missing in action.
On July 17th, 2 U.S. service members in Jordan were killed in action as U.S. Central Command and partner forces defended against Iranian ballistic missile and drone attacks. Additionally, 1 service member is currently missing in action. 4 American service members were medically evacuated to Jordanian hospitals. They have since been discharged. Other personnel who were evaluated for minor injuries have returned to duty.
US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth reacted on X following the announcement.
Godspeed, heroes. Their sacrifice only stiffens our resolve.
Iranian media reported fresh American strikes near Sirik in southern Iran and Shadigan near the Iraqi border, while Mehr and Tasnim news agencies said no major infrastructure damage or casualties had been reported. Iranian state television later claimed the Iranian military responded with drone attacks targeting Al-Adiri camp and Ali al-Salem airbase in Kuwait. Reports also indicated Iran launched attacks toward other US regional partners, with Saudi Arabia issuing early warning alerts in Al-Kaj and Yanbu after missile threats. Meanwhile, Tehran formally escalated the political confrontation. In a statement broadcast by IRIN and released through official channels, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei accused Washington of destroying the interim understanding between the 2 countries.
The repeated breaches of covenant by the Great Satan regarding the Memorandum of Understanding, signed between the presidents of Iran and the United States, once again proved to everyone this truth: that the signature of the President of the United States is utterly worthless and invalid, and that bullying, hegemonic ambition, and savagery are inseparable components of the American creed and way of conduct. Today, the Great Satan has once again revealed its true face, stripped of its mask, so that this dark experience of crime and bad faith may stand as yet another firm document attesting to America's falsehood, irrationality, unreliability, and wickedness.
Khamenei further warned of retaliation against Washington.
Now that the American enemy seeks to foment war and to bear even heavier costs and greater disgrace, it should know that the beloved nation of Iran and the resistance front have unforgettable lessons in store for it, of which the bravery of the fighters of Islam and the honor and courage of the people of the southern region have, in recent days, demonstrated examples.
Separately, Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibabadi announced, through the IRGC-linked Fars news agency, that Tehran had also suspended its commitments under the bilateral Memorandum of Understanding.
The U.S. has violated and suspended all its commitments within the framework of the Islamabad MoU. We have also suspended our commitments. We are not implementing them, and we are busy defending the country.
As military exchanges continue and diplomatic commitments collapse, concerns are mounting that the latest escalation could trigger a much wider regional conflict stretching far beyond the Strait of Hormuz. Iran has reportedly instructed its regional allies, including Hezbollah, to prepare for the possibility of a much wider conflict. raising concerns that Israel could eventually be drawn directly into the latest military escalation between Tehran and Washington. According to Lebanon's Nidaa al-Watan newspaper, citing information from meetings held in Tehran on the sidelines of the funeral of former Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, leaders of Iran's so-called Axis of Resistance were told that the period of waiting was coming to an end.
The current period of waiting is nearing an end, and preparations for military scenarios have become a priority. Any future conflict could be broader and more severe than previous fighting.
The report comes as fighting between the United States and Iran has resumed just a month after both sides signed a preliminary agreement aimed at reducing hostilities. While Israel has not been directly involved in the latest round of fighting, the report says Hezbollah has been instructed to remain fully prepared for any escalation. Tehran reportedly continues to view the Lebanese group as its most important regional ally, despite recent setbacks suffered by its proxy network. Hezbollah has already opposed ongoing US-led diplomatic efforts between Israel and Lebanon, while Israel has significantly weakened the group's leadership and military infrastructure during previous fighting. Iran also issued fresh warnings against continued US military operations. Mohsen Rezai, an advisor to Iran's supreme leader, warned on Friday against US escalation or any attempt to seize Iranian territory.
If US strikes continue for several more days, we will move into a phase of full-scale offensive operations.
Following recent American strikes, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps claimed it launched ballistic missiles and drones against US military aircraft stationed in Jordan.
We have destroyed several US refueling aircraft and fighter jets and caused serious damage to many more. Jordanians to target the interests of the aggressive and anti-Islamic Americans in their country. We targeted US radar systems and military aircraft in Qatar to punish the aggressor.
Neither Jordan nor the US military has confirmed those claims. Separately, Iran's Tasnim news agency reported that the IRGC confronted and targeted a Thai-flagged vessel in the Strait of Hormuz after it allegedly ignored Iranian warnings while transiting the strategic waterway. The commander of the IRGC's aerospace force vowed that Tehran would not halt its attacks in the region until the US stopped striking Iran's southern coastline and the Strait of Hormuz. In a social media post, Majid Musavi said,
"The confrontation with the enemy has reached its critical stages and is nearing its definitive defeat. The strong presence of the people in the streets has brought encouragement to your warriors in the field, and this is the key to the upcoming victories and epics."
The latest developments underscore the fragile security landscape, with regional actors preparing for the possibility of a wider conflict.